Well, hello there, and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting from South Jackson, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Turned out to be a very beautiful day today for the first day of daylight savings time. I hope you remember to set your clocks and timepieces. A lot of them will do it on their own, but there are a few of them that you have to make adjustments to. But that's part of life, I guess. I love that extra sunshine we had this evening. Yeah, I said sunshine. It stayed basically fair all day long. But it's going to be coming cloudy before too long, I'm afraid, probably before midnight. And the radar makes it look like we've got some rain on our way for tonight and tomorrow, but I think it's actually going to go around us to our north, and the rain's going to hold off to probably Wednesday night. Give a little hint on the forecast there. Alright, on with the climate data for this evening. The current temperature, by the way, here it is. As of 8:25 p.m. here in Bemis, it's down to 53 degrees at the moment. And the low temperature this morning was 41 degrees here in Bemis. Today's high was 64 degrees. And like I said, it's down to 53 degrees at the moment. I had no rain, of course, since midnight. The lowest humidity would be 50% today. That occurred at 4 p.m. The highest would be 84%, and that occurred at 1 a.m. Lowest dew point temperature would be 39 degrees, and that was at 6, 7, and 11 a.m. Highest would be 54 degrees, 54 degrees, and that occurred at 12 a.m. Lowest pressure today, barometric pressure, 29.86, and that occurred at 12 a.m., while the highest would be 30.21 inches, and that occurred at 5 p.m. Today's highest wind gust was 17 miles per hour out of the northwest at 9:19 a.m. this morning. Today's records for March the 10th. Hottest high would be 82 degrees in 1986 and 2009. Coldest high would be 32 degrees. That occurred in 1969. Warmest low would be 63 degrees. That occurred in 1955 and 2009. While the coldest low would be 17 degrees, and that occurred in 1996. The rainfall record for today, we had a whopper. Had a lot of rain today on March 10th of 2016, not too long ago, really. We had 5.46 inches of rainfall today, about 5.5 inches of rainfall today here in Bemis in 2016. 5.46 inches. Needless to say, there was some flooding going on that day with that much rain in 24 hours. Snowfall record, we did get 1 inch of snow, technically, 0.7. About 3/4 of an inch, actually. Rounded off to an inch. And that fell in 1983 when that happened. Alrighty, that's the basic climate summary for the evening. Let me show you the radar and a few other graphs, and I guess I'll conclude tonight's video at that point. The radar, like I said, is showing some precipitation, but it's to our west. And it appears to be kind of moving northeast or up toward Kentucky and maybe northern edges of West Tennessee, but it also appears to be fizzling out as it approaches West Tennessee. So I believe we're going to be left with just cloudy skies tonight with no precipitation in our general area. They would branch this out a little bit further, give you a bit better idea of how widespread it is. It's over in a good portion of Arkansas, but it's mainly in the northern portions, but it is kind of moving northeast toward Missouri, Illinois, and Kentucky, and probably going to just stay north of us. even for tomorrow. If we do get anything, it'll be maybe a 20% chance of a very light shower or sprinkle, if we get that. And that would be more likely after midnight tonight on until tomorrow, but the greatest risk is not until Wednesday night. So we're trying to dry out a little bit. We had beautiful sunshine, like I mentioned. Was able to enjoy the extra sunshine with daylight savings time today a little bit better than originally anticipated. And all that's fine with me. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take bonus days, positive bonus days in that regard anytime. That's the radar as of right now. Again, most of this is probably evaporating before it reaches the ground. The closer to Tennessee it gets, and probably will go around us to our north tonight. Don't be too surprised if you live up near Kentucky, though, that you might get a few sprinkles up there tonight and tomorrow, but the chances are real small. Alright, other than that, let's move. Let me branch it out one more time and just see how much further out you have to go. The more likely over in Oklahoma, it looks like where most of the precipitation is going on, and some to our south, but they're very light and scattered to our south. A little bit well off to our east in the Carolinas, but very little going on here in the state of Tennessee this evening, precipitation-wise. All right, let's look at the satellite picture. I decided to show you the whole country tonight. Why not? Why not, huh? Let me see if I can get this up just... well, no, that's as far as that's going to go. Alright, let me make an adjustment to this then. Whoops, they went too far down. That's about right there. The whole country here. You get to see the whole country tonight. Pretty clear up to our north, except for a few spots of clouds there. There's a pretty good area of clouds to our west, moving through Oklahoma and Arkansas. As you can see, it's kind of moving northeast. Not due east, but northeast. Some of it is moving east, but the thicker clouds is going by to our north. Not too bad down in Florida. Not too bad to our east either. And fairly cloudy down in Texas and Oklahoma. A little bit clouds out in the four corners of the U.S. And a storm system moving into the Pacific Northwest. And that's the rest of the nation tonight. Alright, really the whole nation, half of it's cloudy and half of it's kind of clear. At least it looks like that from this satellite picture. And especially here in Tennessee. Let me get a close-up view of Tennessee real quick. East of the Tennessee River still looks pretty clear. Or actually east of Jackson, Tennessee is still fairly clear. Cool. Alright, now let's look at the weather maps. I know you missed this one, and I missed showing it to you, so here it is. The Weather Channel's current surface map. It's actually showing the precipitation to our west in Arkansas. The cold front is well off to east through the Carolinas and on south as a stationary front through the Gulf states there. Swings around to that low out west, which right now this area is where most of the precipitation is taking place. Some scattered to the south of us, some snow up around the northern portions of the Great Lakes and New England states, as they have a tendency of having. And not too bad out west, a little rain out there in California, but not real heavy at the moment. Again, that's the current surface map as of this evening. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the forecast maps for tomorrow. Break it down a little bit for you for tomorrow. A U.S. continental forecast, if you can call it that, which you can if you want to. Tomorrow morning's map looks like this. Monday morning, precipitation will remain basically to our southwest. It may try to come into southern West Tennessee just a little, but it'll be very light, as you can tell. Now, like I said, 20% at most. But I really wouldn't count on it much. It'd be, well, you can see it here. when the snow up just north of the Great Lakes in general, up north of us there, and a little bit of snow out west in spots. Hey, the country's beginning to clear up on winter precipitation some as we slowly head toward springtime. Hey, that's all right with me. Only thing is, we might have to deal with some thunderstorms at times. Again, that's for tomorrow morning. Let's look at tomorrow midday's map. Most of the rain stays south of us, as you can see. No longer in Tennessee. So it's mainly just going to be, if we do have any rain, it'll probably be tomorrow morning early, but it'll be gone by lunch, if not sooner. Again, it's maybe 20-30% at most. There's still snow up in that part of the country, the northeastern portion. A little rain to our south and southwest. It's not going to be heavy, though. It's mainly going to be light. And a little snow out in Colorado in the mountains in that area. No rain right now. Looks like not going to be none in California tomorrow. Maybe they're going to dry out there, too. All right, again, that's midday tomorrow. National forecast map. All right. Let's look at tomorrow, Monday evening's forecast map. Not a huge change. Precipitation moves very little. Still in mainly Texas and Oklahoma, and it's still kind of light. The heaviest is out in the Four Corners area, actually. We might get a little heavier out there. Might be a touch of snow in the mountains of Colorado and out in the southwest. Nothing here in Tennessee, hardly. And a little dab up there in the New England states of snow, that is. There's not it looked like might be a little heavy there in northern New York, maybe, Vermont, and those states up in that area, New Hampshire. But maybe just mainly light up there, too, as well. Otherwise, the nation looks reasonably clear, precipitation-wise, except for this down here. Tomorrow night. Alright, good news kind of in that regard. Alright, now let's look at the local forecast for right here in Jackson and most of West Tennessee for this evening. I won't go ahead and read it to you like I usually do. Seems like I can go through a little quicker that way when I do that. Not that I'm worried about time all that much. Fair skies for the rest of the night till around midnight or so, then probably becoming mostly cloudy by then. Then mostly cloudy on into tomorrow. There might be a few breaks in the clouds tomorrow, but not too many. Mostly cloudy Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Finally clearing by Friday till about lunchtime, and then mostly cloudy by lunch on for the rest of Friday, and mostly fair by next weekend, both days, is where it's looking right now. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and Tuesday, March 19th. We're going to finally get some more than one day of mostly clear skies. Looks like you're going to have to wait until about next weekend to get that, though. Well, that's all right. At least that's a good sign that the weather is finally changing and we're getting out of this routine days of cloudy skies all the time. Which we're going to have cloudy skies about all this week and clear up for next week, looks like. Plenty of sunshine for next week. All right, slight more details there. Monday, tomorrow, low near 43, high of 60, with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sun will be rising tomorrow morning at 7:11 a.m. and set at 6:59 p.m., right at about 7 o'clock. The moon will be setting tonight, by the way, at 10:50 p.m. and be rising tomorrow morning at 10:06 a.m. and be setting tomorrow evening at 11:50 p.m. Low temperature of 40 Tuesday, mostly cloudy, high of 63 with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Finally, by Wednesday, mostly cloudy all day, but there is a 90% chance of some showers and thunderstorms moving in by about Wednesday night near sunset, which is now around 7 p.m. or so. Will be by then. And the low near 52, high temperature of 71. Ooh, that's going to feel good. Well, it's going to be a windy day, though. South winds at 20, gusting to 40 miles per hour. So a wind advisory will be likely issued that day, up to the weather service that does that, though. On into Thursday, mostly cloudy with a slight 30% chance of a few showers till Thursday night, then becoming fair. Lower 61, high of 73. Woo! With south winds at 15 to 30 miles per hour on Thursday. It'll be a little windy on Thursday as well. Mostly fair finally by Friday till noon, then becoming mostly cloudy. Low of 41, high of 50 with west winds at 10 to 20. And again, the weekend looks mostly clear. Low near 33 Saturday. Still going to be kind of chilly though on the weekend mornings at least. Warm up to about 50, but 50 don't feel too bad when it's sunny. North winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday, low of 31, high of 53, with northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Finally, by next Monday, March 18th, low of 32, high of 58, mostly clear. Tuesday, March 19th, mostly clear, low of 40, high of 58, with west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. That's the next 9 days for you. Of course, I've already gave you a summary. Basically, cloudy tomorrow through Friday, and then becoming fair at least for half of the day, then fairing up completely, like I said, by this weekend, lasting all the way through to at least Tuesday of next week. All right, I'll leave it at that for tonight. I hope you have a great Sunday. I hope it turned out to be a beautiful day for you. And I guess that'll be it for tonight. And I hope to talk to you again tomorrow night. And until then, good night and God bless.